I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. I do executive job search, executive coaching and leadership coaching. And I worked as a headhunter for more than 40 years. And in working as a coach, I often work with people who are, actually as a headhunter as well, who are over 60. And there's a dynamic for the over 60 worker I think you've heard of before: ageism. Part of it is self-inflicted. You know, it's not looking sufficiently at yourself and what you've done wrong in the interviews and finding it easy to blame others. So I just thought I would do a video that points out 10 things to consider, get involved with doing in order to shorten your search. So the first one is, and this is a tough one, it's not getting fixated on the past. Now, often, you know, when people, well, you're over 60, you're interviewing with people who are younger than you. So, you know, often when those of us, and I'm 66, just to be clear about this, those of us who are older tell stories, it sounds like, oh, I was back in the old days when things were right. You know, we did things the right way, not like they're done now. Excuse me, that's my Billy Crystal old voice. So, you know, the stories sound like we're patronizing. And you have to do it in the context of not going into the patronizing tone, but going into selling mode, which is very different. So stories are a valuable part of interviewing, as you know, but it has to be delivered and practiced. I want to make sure you hear that. Your stories are practiced in a way where you're talking to someone, not at someone. So you're not offending them and causing them not to listen to you. Brevity is best. Don't turn this into an opportunity for a 3-minute, 2-minute, or a minute 45 as a monologue. Keep it succinct, okay? So that's number one. Number two is consider getting a consulting or a temp assignment. You know, all of us tend to be better when we're not sitting around the house watching TV or doing nonsense. You know, get out and about, you know, take a temp assignment, consider volunteering. You know, again, it's activity, and I'm a believer that when we set ourselves in motion, where we're doing stuff, you know, we maintain our mental energy and we perform at a higher level. So temp assignment, volunteering, do something to get yourself out and about with people. Work out. You know, I'm not talking about sweating bullets all the time, but if you're not used to exercise, get yourself on a treadmill and start walking. Don't just simply walk at the lethargic pace, but do short intervals. So it can be, I'm going to use myself, you know, I've had a couple of injuries. I'm working with a trainer now, but my cardio work isn't as good as it once was. But, you know, often it's, you know, bike for 5 minutes to loosen up at 80 RPM, then 1 minute sprints at over 100, increasing resistance during the 1 minute sprints, and then dropping it back down to 80 RPMs and no resistance. It goes a long way toward getting me charged and going, and I think that would be of help to you as well. When you're talking to organizations, don't get fixed on the money. You know, don't worry about the money for now. You're not exactly making a lot of money sitting at home, are you? Now, I understand for, you know, people in the professional areas, money is important because it reflects the value or actually reflects the nature of the work that's involved. So, for example, in IT, if you're a $250,000 a year person, you know, you're more senior than the people who are making $150 in terms of the quality of the work that you do. And it's unlikely, excuse me, I may sneeze here. It's unlikely, excuse me, that they will see you as being suitable for the $150,000 job. But within your professional bracket, whether that's 150 to 75, for example, you know, be flexible about your money. Don't, you know, look at the $75,000 jobs you're making 150, or the 150 jobs you're making 275. It's just different. You think you can do it, but you're just wasting your time. They won't consider it. But you can still be flexible. Be involved with social media. LinkedIn, obviously. Facebook ads. Facebook now has job postings. Look for job postings on Facebook as well, but that shouldn't be your primary area. It's about who you communicate with and how you reach out to folks and make people aware of you and the stuff that you do. And that involves not just simply social media, but face-to-face networking. You need to be talking to more people by phone, by Skype, in person. Get out of the house, talk to folks. It makes a big difference. When you're interviewing, research the firm, research the hiring manager. Do stuff that's going to give you a leg up on your competition by just having some degree of familiarity with the organization and with the hiring manager. Heard a story from an affiliate yesterday about a person they sent for a job. The job was his. It was an unusual skill for a position. He had that background. He was local. No relocation was involved. The guy asked no questions to speak of at the end of the interview. Always be prepared with questions. Show curiosity. If nothing else, ask these two questions. Let's say you hire me. What are your expectations of me for the first 30, 60, 90 days? What am I going to be doing? And that's question number one. And question number two is, let's say I'm on board for a year and I've done a great job. Best job you've ever seen for someone in that role. What would I have accomplished during that year that would cause you to think that way? Again, it gives them a sense that you're looking to be a high achiever, and as such, that normally piques their curiosity. Get involved with networking groups. Don't just simply network for yourself, but get involved with groups. Help other people. You've got relationships that can benefit others. They have relationships that can benefit you. Networking fills 70% of all positions because it's not, even if you think about who it is that you know, there's a lot of people that they know that you don't. You want them introducing them to those folks. That's how jobs get filled. Lastly, always look at things that you are doing or have done that can be portable in your career for starting a small business. Let's get real. You don't have a lot of years in the workforce. Even, I'll use myself. I'm 66. Do you think I'm working till 90? I don't think so. But, in doing so, think in terms of what you can do to get yourself out and about, starting a business, consulting, temping, doing stuff for other business, other individuals, what your skills are that can help. You can write an ebook and sell it. You can speak to groups and be paid for that. You're not going to get rich from it. It's not going to replace a full-time income, but again, it's part of being active. So those are a couple of ideas for you. It's 10 ideas to help those of us who are over 60 be more effective. Hope you have a great day. Take care.